My name is Paige, and I'm going to explain the process of preparing the CSR and cleaning the instruments and breaking it down. So to start off preparing, I have on my lab gown, my goggles, and a mask. I'm not going to wear a mask for the video purposes so that it doesn't sound muffled, but you will have a mask on. So to get started, you want to prepare your holding solution. So go to the double sink and fill it up halfway with warm tap water. You're going to pretend that that's halfway filled up. You're going to grab your Max solution, and it needs 3 ounces, so 3 pumps. 1, 2, 3 pumps. And that's good there. Next, we're going to prepare the ultrasonic cleaner. So take the lid off, plug it in, make sure that the drain is closed. So look at the knob on the side of it and make sure that it's in an X or a T shape, it's not parallel. You're going to fill this up to the indicating line at the top, about 1.5 inches from the top with warm tap water. You're going to add 4 ounces of the Instamax solution, so 4 pumps, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can put the Instamax solution back. Put the lid on and start it for 5 minutes for degassing. You're now going to move to the triple sink. So in the middle sink, you're going to fill it up halfway with distilled water. I'm going to pretend that I do that. You're going to go under the cabinet here, get the drying rack, put it in the left sink, and then the drying mat normally will go beside the triple sink. I don't have any room for it, so it's going to go right here for my video. And then put a towel on top of it. So that's preparing the drying station. Now I'm going to prepare the packaging and labeling station. There will be drawers that you can get all of these items out of. I've got my black Sharpie, my 2x2 gauze, my chemical indicator strips, my autoclavable tape, my pouches here, and my blue cassette wrap. So now that you have everything prepared, you're ready to start sterilizing your instruments. So for this, I will wear my gown, my goggles, my mask, which again I'm not going to wear, and nitrile gloves. These are only exam gloves, but for this video we're going to pretend that they are nitrile gloves. So you will go and get the contaminated instruments from the area that the patients are treated in and transport them back in the transport tub container. And it's going to look something like this. It'll have a biohazard sticker on it. So open it up, and you're going to sort through everything inside of it. So there will be some instruments that don't get submerged into the holding solution. For example, high-speed handpieces, low-speed, and your Cavitron handpiece. So say that this is a Cavitron handpiece. We're going to disinfect it with the disinfectant wipes that are in CSR. You're going to wipe, discard, throw it away, get a new one, wipe again. You're going to go over to the packaging area, put it in the correct size pouch, and then go back over to your contaminated instruments. So your cassettes can be fully submerged into the holding solution. You just want to make sure that no instruments are sticking out and that the cassette is closed all the way. With loose instruments, you're going to have a plastic container, like a bowl, that we put them in. So for example, you have your X-ray holder that goes in there. You can have loose instruments that are held together by a rubber retainer. Those go in there. So say this is my burr. You're gonna submerge it, clean it, put it in there. And then my Profi jet tip, again, submerge it, clean it, and put it in the plastic container. And then this entire plastic container can go into the holding solution. So let those soak for a minimum of 3 minutes, but not too long. So for the purpose of this video, we're gonna say it's been 3 minutes. So it's time to get them out of the holding solution. I'm gonna come to the left side of the double sink. I'm gonna start with my plastic container of loose instruments. I'm going to turn on the tap water. I'm going to rinse them. And then I'm going to put them into the ultrasonic cleaner, like that. Same thing with the cassette. Rinse it with tap water. Put it into the ultrasonic cleaner, standing up. And this is going to run for 15 minutes. So again, say it's been 15 minutes, they're ready to be taken out. Okay, start with my cassette. So go over to the triple sink, and on the right side of the sink, I'm going to rinse it with tap water. Middle of the sink, remember that it has distilled water. I'm going to dip it, and then I'm going to take the towel, I'm going to pat dry the cassettes, and put them on the drying rack. Go back to my ultrasonic cleaner, get the plastic bowl with the loose instruments. Again, right side of the sink, rinse it with tap water. Middle, dip it into the distilled water. And then these each individually can be placed onto the towel to dry. Okay. You're now ready to package and label your instruments. So again, I'm going to be wearing my gown, my mask, my goggles, and my nitrile gloves. So if you remember, I had gotten the Cavitron handpiece out and disinfected it. It doesn't get submerged into the holding solution, and I already put this into its appropriate sized pouch. I'm going to go ahead and get my cassette, and you get a chemical indicator strip, put it inside of the cassette without opening the cassette, put 2x2 gauze on top, and then you're going to get your blue cassette wrap, and you're going to wrap it up. This is going to take some practice, obviously, but you want to make sure that none of the cassette can be seen whenever you wrap it. And you tape it with the autoclavable tape. Okay. And then the loose instruments can be put into an appropriate size pouch together. The burr is put into a pouch, and if it has its handpiece with it, they're put in together. The Profi jet tip, appropriate size pouch, and it has its handpiece again with that. And then the X-ray sensory holders. The bulletin will tell you exactly how to put them in the pouches together, but they do go in the pouches. Okay, and at this point you can take the plastic bowl and the rubber clip over to the sink to wash and disinfect. Come back, and we're going to label our items. So the cassettes are labeled on the long end in black Sharpie. Put the owner's last name, first initial, the date, circle 1 or 2, indicating if you're in hygiene first year, second year. And then you're going to put what sterilizer it goes in. So this one will be T, like this. And then on the pouches, you do the same thing in black Sharpie on the plastic side. So I'm not gonna sit here and do all of these for the video, but that's what you do for those. So the mid-mark, usually the pouches go into the mid-mark, and cassettes go into the topner. So this is my topner, that's my mid-mark. But make sure that it's not overcrowded, that they have enough room. So now I'm gonna go wash my nitrile gloves. Wash with soap. Wash them good. I'm going to disinfect them with one of the wipes in the CSR. So again, I'm gonna take one. Oh, well, do it before you take your gloves off, but you wipe, discard, wipe, and then you can take your gloves off and put them away. Okay. Those can be put away where they go. Now that you're going to wash your hands again, and now that you have clean hands, you are going to go close the doors, set the control, and start. So now I can start breaking down the CSR. So I'm going to drain the holding solution. I'm going to drain the ultrasonic cleaner by turning the knob so that it is parallel to the tube. I'm going to take a wipe. I'm going to wipe the inside. I'm going to wipe the lid, all the controls, everything. So wipe, discard, get another wipe, do it again. I'm going to come and I'm going to, again, wipe, discard this wipe, wipe again. The drying rack, I can put this away. The towel goes into the laundry basket under the cabinet. And wipe, discard, wipe, the drying mat. And this lid to the ultrasonic bath can be put on at an angle so that it can still dry. And then I'm just going to go through and I'm going to wipe down all the surfaces, the countertop. This has been disinfected, it can be put up. I'm going to wipe down all of the handles that I could have touched. Right here. I'm just going to wipe down anything that I possibly could have touched with my contaminated hands. Wipe, discard, get another wipe, wipe it again. So now at this point, I'm going to check to make sure that the treated waters are filled up with water all the way. So the water for the triple sink and the water for our units. So at this point you don't need any PPE. You can take it off. I'm just going to do some house cleaning to make sure that the areas are put up and nice. So I'm just going to put everything up to where it goes. This has been disinfected. All of these have been disinfected. Still has the tag on it. Put everything up where they go. So say these go in here. Put it up. I'm going to clean underneath the cabinet and organize it. Make sure it looks nice. Everything's organized. And then I can dust, and then I have my Swiffer here, so I can Swiffer the floors. I'm going to make sure that the tuckner is completely turned off, because it will not turn off on its own. And then I'm going to make sure that the 2 switches on the wall are turned off. And that's it.